What's up, guys? Today I'm going to bring you a nice relaxing hip mobility series where we just work on connecting to our breath and opening up our hips through breathing. Literally breathing into the spots where we feel tight. I find that that's able to open up your hips enough so that you can find more range of motion, so that you can relax and then go about your day the way that you want to, feeling better than you did before. That's what movement is to me, doing it so that you can feel better than you did when you started. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, we're just going to go a low lunge here. I want one knee down, open up the hips, increase the angle from the distance between that back knee and the front foot. You're just going to stick your butt out and then pull your hips through, breathing into where you feel tightness. You might feel it up by your hamstring. You might feel it more in the back hip or the groin area. That's fine. Any place you do, just go ahead and breathe into that and continue to arch your pelvis up in the air and pull it through. Stay nice and long. You can even look up and then try to crouch and round. Feel free to move side to side, open up and see where you feel tight at. Opening up more like a 45-degree angle stretch, or coming in like a sideline hip stretch. Feeling more in the obliques. Good, let's switch sides. Arching my butt up in the air and then trying to round here, pulling my pelvis down and underneath, back and forth. You're doing about 10 repetitions before we move on. Good, now we're going to take a pigeon pose, little pigeon fold over. So what I want here is us to sit up tall so my hips are off the ground, reach that back foot back, try to get a good stretch in the hip. Now I'm going to collapse over here and then try to drive up. Collapse over, not rounding, drive up. You can keep your hands down and on the ground. If you're more flexible, you're going to have this heel up higher towards the hand. Fold over, stay long. Try to pull your pelvis behind you, back away. Good, let's switch. As I drive up, I'm trying to activate by pressing that shin into the ground. Try to get some musculature fired up here and then sink down into that stretch. 2 more. Good, let's flip back around to that 90-90 position here with the other leg in front. And all I want you to do is just fold out over. If you want to do more of a pigeon stretch, feel free to do so. Like with the hip up off the ground. I'm going to sit down here. Whatever you feel the bigger stretch with in the back glute, this left side glute, that front leg, whatever you feel a bigger stretch in, stick your butt out, and then you can even bring down to your elbows, stay nice and long if you can. And for about a minute each side, I'm not going to film the whole minute each, but you're going to do it a minute each side. You're just going to sit into the stretch, and that's it. You're just going to sit into the stretch and breathe where you feel the stretch. Try to expand that range of motion and connect to your breath. After you hit this side for a minute, you're going to cycle over to the other side and feel free to run it back, all 3 of those movements one more time, even 2 more times. Have a great day.